Yes, so we are live now. Welcome Divya and welcome Rajni. And this is my first
Hi.
time with two guests. So thank you so much for giving me the time and opportunity to talk about your book. Here it is.
We should thank you. We should thank you for reviewing it.
And let me start about having read this book, and it's a wonderful collection. Though I'm not a poet, but I could connect at many places, and I have my favorite parts also, so which we will share in the conversation. So let's quickly introduce yourself. So let me start with Divya. So quickly introduce like who you are, where you are, what do you do. Tell us about yourself.
Yes, my name is Divya Venkateswaran, as you all know, and I stay in Mumbai. Writing it just came in as a passion, and I was working with Pearson as a test administrator. Now, recently, I have changed organization, so right now I'm working with another education institute. Um, and Yes, as I said, writing it came in just as something. I started off with Times of India internet section. Started off writing there, and slowly I started contributing in various groups, writing groups, and then finally, uh, I mean, Impetus happened. So yes, proud to be an author. I mean, it's
Yes.
my first book which came out, so yes.
So congratulations, your voice is out. I was speaking to Rajani just before getting live. Like this platform is about giving you the voice where you can share your story and inspire people. So Rajani, quickly about yourself, where you are, uh, and little bit about yourself, your family, your profession.
Uh,
Go ahead.
okay, not, no great shakes. The name is Rajani Nair. That's my maiden, and I still go by that, though I'm married to a Bihari. And I have a daughter who's 15. And like I said earlier, I'm a late bloomer. I started writing like really late. I'm lazy. I never wanted to write even when I was back in school. Yeah, but jokes apart, I started writing really late because I'm a teacher in English. I'm an English teacher, and I teach the kids in school to write poetry. So for me, it was mandatory that I know how to write it before I teach the children. So yes, I used to scribble, but then those were like really not as many. I don't even remember what I scribbled much earlier. So yes, I started writing maybe in about 2016 or 17, and that too when I was in school, because I had to show the children how to write. So yeah, that's how I began, and I was an occasional writer writing for birthdays, maybe for a certain friends when I felt like it. It has to come to me, and then birthdays, like I said, Mother's Day, or for my brother. So that's how it began, and then the pandemic hit, and just a little before that, I was not a very active writer. I wasn't part of any community, but yes, I happened to join this community called United by Ink, which Divya is a part of.
Mhm.
And I really didn't contribute much there either. But then the pandemic hit, and then over the year, I kind of chanced upon my inspiration, that I call him my spirit. It's ironic that I should mention that, but Darshan Rawal, the singer, is the reason why I'm here today talking to you with four of my books out, Impetus being my fourth. Thanks to Divya that she chose to have me collaborate on it. She was the one who pushed for it, though I was reluctant because I wanted to have her own first. But well, that kind of is a different story. But I'm very happy that it is Impetus that we are talking about today. And like I was mentioning, I took to writing every day. And incidentally, it has been a year since Divya and I have been friends, because today was the day when I actually reached out and we connected. Though she had reviewed my first book earlier, my solo book, I have three solo books, and she was the one who's a reviewer with UBI as well. So she had reviewed my book, and I was pleasantly surprised at her choice of poetry. So I knew that I had to connect, because generally people would pick the more popular ones, or the ones that are easygoing, like a mother's poem or a friend poetry. But the ones she picked were those that I really thought were the ones that stood out for me as well. So then I reached out to her, and then we connected, and we've been friends. And today's it marks a year, because that was the day I reached out, messaging her, saying hi. And so yeah, here we are today, a year later, with a book to our credit. And it was Divya who pushed and insisted. And fortunately for us, we got the marathon that UBI ran just in the middle of the year. So they run a 25-day marathon where every day there is a prompt, and each one gets to write. So we wrote in our own places. I was in Malaysia. I live in Malaysia basically. I'm here in Pune right now, visiting my in-laws and taking a break. Like I said, I'm a teacher. I am an English teacher, and so yeah. But right now, I'm just kind of chilling it out, and that's why Impetus is, and we're mighty proud of it, because. And the reason I picked this book for the review, I could have picked any of my solos, but then the reason I picked Impetus is, at least it gives an idea to people who read, that each one can have a different idea of the same subject. So, and I'm
So
sure
how
you.
was it, Divya, to collaborate with Rajni, creating this Impetus, come out last year? Tell us about your experience of collaboration.
The question is to Rajni, right?
To you, Divya,
Acha, it's for me. Oh, so sorry.
how, no, let me repeat it again.
Yeah.
How was your experience to collaborate with Rajni with respect to the
Uh,
book?
Experience. Okay, as she already said, I was the one who reviewed one of her first books, A Bouquet of Emotions. That time I was a team member with United by Ink, and I was reviewing other. I mean, whatever I read, I was reviewing that. And uh, I reviewed her first book, and after that, as she said, we connected this day last year. In the middle, again in the middle, I mean, somewhere in June, July, we wrote that marathon. And yes, along with that, I also was writing another challenge, which was a 21-day challenge. And I was not at all up to it. I was not at all up to even the marathon per se, because I had joined this marathon I had done this marathon last year also. But I was very bad at poetry. I mean, at that time. And uh, this year it was a bit different. Yes, because I had almost stopped writing, and I had no intention of either participating in the marathon or going for that SPI 21-day challenge. But Rajni was the one. I mean, we had already connected by then, so she was the one who said, "Come on, do this SPI challenge, which is there, because it gives you the opportunity to come out with your own book. So you have one book to your name." So,
Hmm.
and I had always dreamt of being a published author, and this was coming easy. So um, she pushed, and yes, I struggled a bit because in the marathon was also running side by side. So when every other person was writing only one poetry a day, I was writing two. So so it was a challenge for me, because for someone who had stopped writing and was only doing reviews or anything, and I am not a poetry writer per se. I am more of a prose writer. I mean, I had done a little bit of poetry, but more of prose. So that is how it happened. And yes, collaborating with Rajni was like we had 25 uh, poems at the end of the marathon, and we just said that I mean we just said that why can't we? It is a collection of 50 poems, and we have the
Yeah.
theme in place. We have two perspectives of the same theme. It will be a different kind of a book. Nobody has come out with such one with a co-author with the same theme but a different perspective. So why not? We should do it. and I'm glad that she agreed, a published author already. And so thank you so much, Rajni, and I'm glad that she agreed to do this with me. And yeah, because I was a no one. I was literally a no one. So yes, and yes, it was a bit of a challenge when we say, because she was in Malaysia. She was already 2.5 years, 2.5 hours ahead of me. So yes, while we collaborated, we had our challenges of time, wherein when, I mean, how to go about the manuscript and stuff like that, how to go about, I mean, whom to publish it with and stuff like that. So but it was a very, it was a very, what should I say, an endearing journey with her. And and I think whatever is there in Impetus, it's just worth reading. I mean, I feel that
Yeah.
it's worth reading because, I mean, this kind of a book, I don't think anyone has come out with. So I'm glad that Rajni said yes for it.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing, and it's amazing that you like no, like you connected. There was some energy from both sides to make this happen, and I can really see that in this conversation. So
Yes.
that's beautiful. So Rajni, tell me what is the best parts of this book, that something that is close to you, and so it's for Divya also. You can think about the best parts or something.
Sure.
My best part, I think I connected with that Amama poem. Amama poem, no? Being a Malayali,
Right.
I had that connection. So tell us about your best parts or some
Well,
experiences that
like
stays
I
with you.
said, it's very difficult. It's like picking my best child. I can
But I
remove.
can pick her up. I can pick one of her bests.
Fine, fine. Do that.
The
Do
guard,
that. Do that for
the
each
one
other.
about the garden. The one about the garden is one of her best.
That's
Wow.
one of my favorites as well, cenotaphs, because the prompt says a garden of. So for everyone, it's just what you can see on my screen. But for me, uh, I mean, it just came to me that it is also a garden. A cenotaph is basically a gravestone, and it is a garden, but a different kind of a garden. So how you look at it is what it is. So yes, cenotaphs is one of my. I mean, again, like I said, it's like being biased to a child, but yes, I still have a little bit of. Actually, there are quite a few that I can pick, but yes, cenotaphs is one of, and she knows that it's one of my favorites. So yes, it is, and
Wow.
for hers, uh, I mean, for me, I cannot say this one is better than the other because each one has its own life, its own story. So yes, whatever comes out is just, I mean, the best at that point in time. So for me, no biases.
Yeah,
Okay.
it means every theme which we wrote was like, I mean, it's one. I mean, it's one journey which you can say. I mean, at that particular time, at that moment, what we wrote, what we thought. I mean, it was just penned down to the paper. So yes,
No, I agree. It's each expression is a unique one. Like it's for that moment, and you can't have a moment being compared. No.
yeah,
So no, it has its
actually,
own flavor, its own essence, and
yes.
own experience. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm not a poet, by I'm not a poet by experience, but I love reading all your all your
And we are
poems.
happy that you love reading because else this
Yeah,
would never
yeah.
have happened.
I
And
think for me it's and I think I got married in 2005, and since then I haven't read a book. For me, having this book in the hand itself was a great experience. Oh, I have a book.
thank
Because
you
now
for
things have
putting
Thank you
gone
so much.
digital, so people are like, very easy to scroll and read and shut your phone. But
And yes, believe me, poetry is not something everyone reads. So yes,
yeah, yes, yes,
so
it has a different level of
for us it's a
connection.
challenge, and I am a lazy writer. I like to say that about myself because prose is something that one needs to really write. I like to write shortcut, and poetry comes easy to me. So and again, I must also mention that yes, I'm a late bloomer, and my brother, I have a youngest brother. He is about 5 6 years younger to me. He started writing very young, and
Hmm.
I would always say, that you write really well. And all he would do is turn around and tell me, why are you telling me this? I have learnt it from you. I mean, basically
Oh,
language. So he always gives me credit more than I really deserve, and I'm always thankful to him for having. I mean, here I am today. I think there's nothing more I can say. Though he's somebody who writes. He writes like every day. Like I said, I've lost it now. I hope not. But yes, it's my brother who's been the one who's really like pushed me to start. So thanks, kiddo. And I mean, it's like I'm very happy that I did it when I did it.
yes, yes, yes. You are going to inspire many people, no?
I
Not just
really.
with the book,
She
with the
has
intention.
she has already done that. For me, poetry was not my genre at all. And I mean, after reading her first book, The Bouquet of Emotions, I mean, you should go for it. That is what I'll recommend. But I mean, I could connect with her in the first instance, like the first poem I read, and I could connect with the author. That is how it should be. When you read a book, that is how it should be. You have your own perspective when you read a book or whatever, but once you try to understand the author's point of view, or from the point of view which the author has written it, the emotions, the thoughts which have gone into it, it was amazing. And she really inspired me to write
Wow.
poetry. And I don't write prose at all now. I write only poetry. So she's the
Lovely.
one who taught me to write poetry, you can say.
No,
She
no,
has
that's not
inspired me
true.
to write. So yes.
That's not true.
So she
That's
has
very
already
true.
inspired, and she's already inspiring people. And
Yes,
obviously,
yes.
as she said, she's a teacher. She teaches kids, and I'm sure a lot of kids are writing poetry because of her.
Thank
Beautiful. It's an
you.
art, and it's like, giving giving a song or a rhyme to what your thoughts are. So that's beautiful. And I want you
She
to
does it
share
really
about.
well. She does it
Huh?
really well.
Yes,
She
yes.
does it really well. She rhymes it
No,
really
no,
well.
no.
I am the non-rhymer.
So how about your any like after having the book released and people like you're already into sharing this stuff? Did you get any feedback which something like you it is close to you, or you have to share an advice to the aspiring writers? You can share from both the areas. Like if you have a feedback or a testimonial who read somebody read and it's like very close, because as a writer once you write you want to really hear the how's the experience as a reader. So from that area, let me know, Divya, Rajni, whoever want to answer this. Divya, you go
Please go
ahead.
ahead. Oh my God.
For
This is a
Okay, I'll do this. Like I said, it was a competition actually. The writing
hmm.
competition, the marathon was a competition. Both of us won together on the same spot. Though I mean,
Wow.
we don't do purple poetry. I try to keep it simple because for me it is important that people understand what I'm trying to convey. So I keep it simple. Yes, I rhyme also, though it looks very structured, though it feels like I'm forcing it. It's not really true, but maybe. But the idea is that it's easier for people to connect to rhyming poetry. They understand it better, so I keep it simple. And the very fact that the both of us won the third spot in the writing competition, I think says a lot. Again, at the cost of sounding like I'm bragging, but yes. And there were a couple of poetries that have been picked up for the anthology as the most popular of the 25. So we had to write I had to rewrite those two for the book. So they are not the ones we actually wrote for the competition, because UBI picked them
Okay.
up for their anthology. So she had to rewrite the two as well. So
Great.
and to
Amazing.
rewrite it after the after it was I mean after to rewrite it again
and the
was a challenge.
same theme rewriting it again is actually not. I
It
It's
was
mean,
a
like a
what
new
do I
challenge.
poem,
say?
right?
It's
It
yes, yes.
becomes a new thing, right?
No,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
When you
the other
rewrite it.
thing and the other thing also is that then the old one is still lingering. So to get away from that and to rewrite it as a new one is a challenge. So on the same theme, Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So there
am
was
I
a
am
glitch.
I audible? Am I very
Yes,
soft?
yes,
No, no.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
I'm
it's
soft.
fine. We can hear you.
No,
Soft, but
because
we can
I
hear you.
I got told. Otherwise, I'm told I'm very loud, but I got told today that I'm very soft. Maybe also because I'm just a little under the weather. My husband came to tell me that, and he told me to change the microphone as well. So,
Okay.
so yeah. Again, so coming back to the book, yes. So, so that is the thing. Yes, Divya. Let me just try to
Divya, can
change
you
the
talk
platform.
about your advice to the aspiring writers? What do you have to say? So those who are maybe they may be having a bunch of poems with them or anything that they have written, they are just keeping it for themselves. What is the advice you have for them? So bringing it out.
Actually, actually, frankly speaking, I am no one to advise. So, but but still, I'll just say that whatever you think. I mean, writing is something. If you are writing, I mean, there is nothing called as a bad writing. So
Mhm.
whatever you feel, whatever you think, whatever your thoughts are, just put down. Uh, just put it down. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to write what you feel. It can be as raw as possible. If you want, it can be as raw as possible. It need not be a polished one with all those good vocabulary or anything. But so uh, yes, so I think they need to write what they feel, what they think, and I will tell them that I mean, if you really want to publish it, I mean, if you're asking about publishing it, then like I am not the one who can recommend anything. But then again, it's up to you. I mean, again, it all revolves around the money you want to invest publishing it and stuff like that. But yes, if you are writing and if you're writing it for yourself, it's great. At the end of the day, once you feel that you need to go out and publish it, do that. Otherwise, you want to keep inking, let the creative juices flow, put it down on the paper as raw as possible, howsoever you want it to do that.
So I personally recommend,
Be what you want.
yeah, I personally recommend like having the power of technology right now. So if we have to see 20 years back, it's only the newspapers, the magazines where you get to see the published work.
True.
But now you can, do it all on your own, and self-publishing is also one option. But as you
And
said,
many are doing it. Many are doing it.
and as you said, investment is something very personal. How far you want to do that is the personal
Do
choice.
that.
But I highly recommend that your voices are heard, and it's not just kept it in the diary or in the
Just
notes.
to add, is it louder than I was? Am I
It's
louder
No,
fine.
than
it's
I
Don't
was?
perfectly
worry.
fine.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. No, but the others who want to hear me are telling me. Uh,
You can be a little louder if you want. So you can
I don't
speak
know.
a
I
little
think,
louder.
like I said, no,
Yeah.
I'm under the weather, so maybe it's just that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I
So
can
that's
do
the
right now.
constraint. No problem.
Uh, no, again, like you were mentioning earlier, the only way it would come out is through newspapers or if somebody knew you or put it in a magazine. But now there are so many writing communities that you can just put it out there. So people will still read you. People will
Right.
still read you. There are so many competitions or contests that these small little writing contests that so many communities run. So yes, it's recommended, and it's great to see so many people start out like really really early now. Young children write in the competition that we were in. We had like 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds writing, and it was, I mean, had such clear thoughts. They were so clear in what they wanted to convey that it's really amazing how children think nowadays. So yes, with technology,
Mhm.
everybody gets to read what you write and just put it out there because there are so many options available. Publishing is, yes, what you want to do. Like I chose to publish it. I chose to not just do a Kindle version, or I chose to actually invest some money because that's what I wanted. Though, and I mean, though I'm not
Yeah.
looking at whether the book is moving, not moving, at least I'm out there. Maybe one day somebody will pick it up. So,
And
but for
most
me,
importantly, you are leaving a legacy. You know, your voice will be heard. Even if you're
I,
not there, you're leaving your thoughts behind to the generations to inspire and write. So that's the power. And the whole interview, this platform is about, giving, amplifying your impact.
true,
Though you have put your voice out, this is about amplifying that impact. So,
true, true.
closing the conversation, I would love to hear from both of you about the message that you have for the people today and to the world. Divya, go ahead.
Why am I first all the okay?
Yeah,
Well, uh, I don't know what to say, but yes, as a writer, as an author, I think thoughts play a very important role. Um, you have to keep it like as positive as it can be, and yes, and if you feel that through writing you can uh, make any difference to your thoughts. But for me, there was a time when like I used to write to just close down on all other things and just write. So yes, but yes, I feel that, I mean, people should, I mean, if you are a writer and you want to put down your thoughts, do it. As I said before, there is nothing called as bad writing. A writing is a writing. So put it on the paper, keep inking. That's it from my side.
yeah, amazing. Yes, the voices have to be heard, and that's the whole idea of even
Yes,
writing or
I mean,
speaking.
express whatever. If you can
Express.
do it
Yeah, that's the
from the
power of
form
your
of,
self-expression.
yeah, from the form of, from by the form of writing, if you can do that, it's really great. It's a great thing to do, and I think that is how it should be. So
Great, thank you. How about you, Rajini? What's your message for the
well,
people today?
I mean, I myself am a learner, so I learn every day. I tell my children when I teach them in class that I learn from them as well. So yes, I mean, I would recommend that one keeps their eyes open, their heart open, and just put it there, put it out there. Like whatever comes to your mind, just pen it, and then it can be right, wrong, whatever, because it's your thought. And then you can always go back, revisit, rewrite it, add, change, whatever you want to do. But yes, if it comes to you, then you write. It's best that way, because if you lose that thought, then it's just lost. So the
Yeah,
best thing to do is catch it when it's available.
yeah,
And like I said,
beautiful.
I am no one to advise. Yes, I am a teacher, but then that's just that. I cannot. I mean, there are so many more uh, published and well-known authors and writers. And yes, again, I would also add and recommend that one reads a lot,
Hmm.
because when you read, you assimilate a lot of things, and it improves your vocabulary. So then you will be able to portray your thoughts in words that are maybe easier, or even purple poetry for that matter. Like people who write with words that are heavy weighted words, which I generally don't, because then I feel that the ones I'm writing for should understand what I'm trying to convey, because I am not writing it for the House of Lords, or people who are like really well read literature. I mean, with all due respects, of course, they are in their own league. But I'd like to start small and be able to kind of let everybody connect to what I'm trying to say. Like it should be their own. I hope I've been able to do that with whatever I've written so far. And fortunately, yes, whoever has read it has told me that it felt like it was mine. So for me, that's my
Yeah,
success. That's what
I
it
think
should be.
that's the victory of a writer. No, that it connects with the audience, it connects with the reader, and you make that connection. So that's amazing. Thank you for sharing all your thoughts and experiences, and definitely you are going to inspire many. And I look forward to your
hopefully,
creations, the future that you books that you will be writing, whether it's prose or poetry. We look forward to you. So
sure,
thank you so
sure,
much, and
sure.
lovely talking.
On that note,
And
hope Impetus 2 also comes.
Yeah. So here's the book. Everybody can
And
grab it. This is an amazing inspiration for all the people who love poetry. In
and
very
and
simple words.
I must also add that we are very proud that this book has been designed also by us, including the choice of color, cover, everything. Though Notion Press has published it, but I'm very happy to say that every single bit that has gone into it is our own doing. So yes,
Yeah.
we didn't really take any editing help, no designing help. We of course we gave it to them in terms of what we wanted. In the title I designed. I mean, fortunately I got the font, so it was like
Wonderful.
it was
Wonderful.
very happy that we were able to put everything that we wanted it to look like, and here
Yeah,
we are
and it
today.
has happened the way we wanted it to
Wow. So
happen.
that's
So
so
that is,
beautiful, no? That's so
yes, it is.
beautiful. Yeah.
It
So
is.
you are an inspiration for all those who have keeping things in the cupboard. Let them bring it out and you can do it. You can, have the colors, the fonts, and technology, it's so at a very powerful stage right now. You can do this.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you for
so much.
sharing. Thank you for inspiring. And
Thank
Oh,
you
love
so
thank you
much.
you.
so much for
Take care.
having us. Thank you
Yeah,
Bye
so
thank
bye.
you
much,
so much for,
and
yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.